Amiga OS 3.2. As you can see, I've bought the Kickstart ROMs for my Amiga 1200, and I've also bought a physical copy of Amiga OS 3.2. Now, first of all, do excuse my voice, I've just had the flu, so yeah, I'm gonna sound a bit rough. Do check out PCBWay. They do high-quality custom PCBs, single and double-sided, as well as both surface-mounted and through-hole assembly. They have a very fast delivery service, so you will get your PCB delivered to you in no time. Now, the sentiment behind getting the physical copy of this is that I really regret selling my Amiga OS 3.9 CD that I had back in the day. You know, along with my Amiga and all the other things. I really regret doing that. So, you know, it's hard to find these days, so to get it back again. So I thought, okay, this is, the next OS, and it looks really nice, and I just thought, let's just get a physical copy. Now then, with this sentiment in mind, you will notice that this is in like a PlayStation game case. You even saw the memory card thing. The reason why is because the actual case that came with this is this thing here. I mean, it's freaking awful. It is absolutely flimsy, and it's the cheapest of the cheap. Now, with a sentiment like that as to why I actually bought the physical copy, it's not really nice to receive something after spending extra for the physical copy. To receive something that feels like it's being thrown at you from the assembly line. So it's just... Have a little bit of thought, please, for the presentation for those of us who are into physical copies. If you're going to do a game, or if you're going to do an OS or anything like that. If you cheap out on the box itself, it's not going to have the same effect. It's going to look and cheapen your product. It should be the basic stuff. Because it certainly didn't make me feel great receiving it in a flimsy, stupid case. Anyway, so today what I'm going to do is install this Kickstart ROM, and I'm gonna try and install this directly from, directly using the Amiga instead of, WinUAE like I did in the past. Now, just like back in the day when I actually used to install the Amiga via disk or via CD OS 3.9 back then, I want to do the same with this Amiga OS 3.2. And of course, you have to have a CD-ROM drive in your Amiga system, which I do have. And I've done videos on how I did all these in the past for those of you who are new. And also, I've done Amiga WinUAE tutorials, how to install how to install Amiga OS using WinUAE. If you wish to, look at these and follow these tutorials and so forth, then, I've left the playlist in the description below. Are you kidding me? Great! I was just about to film something, and someone with a stupid pneumatic drill just goes and starts drilling right in front of our house right now. Okay, so here are the Kickstart 3.1. Now, I do have an IC extractor, like a proper one. No, it's actually a good one, not one of those cheapo ones which bend backwards. But unfortunately, I think it's in my old place I think it's in the old place, amidst all the equipment and everything like this. So I'm gonna just have to use 2 screwdrivers instead. Now these 3.1 Kickstart ROMs, they're not gonna go to waste, of course. Rich has got, my other half, has got 2 Amiga 1200s. Now with one of them he wants to buy himself some 3.2 ROMs, and the other one just has 3.0 ROMs. Well, they currently both have 3.0 ROMs. So I will suggest to him, if he wants, he could put 3.1 ROMs in one of them, and then he has 3.2 ROMs in the main one that he will use. So it's a good thing about having more than one Amiga in the household. Having multiple Amigas in the household. Now then, you see the Kickstart ROM sockets here. There's this U6A, which is this bottom one, and U6B, which is this top one. Now the only thing that's written here that indicates is high and low, as you can see here in the top corner, which is high and low. Now low goes in the U6B, high goes in U6A. So that's for the high, that's for the low, just to be clear. And of course these sockets are too big for this, right? So the spare ones will always be at the, you know, the notch here. There's a notch on one side of all the sockets. You miss one here if there's a spare. And the notch side is here, so you leave that. If there's a gap to be left, it is at the notch side. So make sure everything's okay, and you just high in there and just press it in. And low is at the top. The U6B is the low. There we go. So Kickstart ROMs installed. Okay, so I have a 4GB SD card, which I'm going to partition into 3 and install the Amiga OS 3.2 on. Now, one of my mottos in life has become, yeah, sure, live for the moment, but do stuff which your future self will thank you for. And this is one of them. I decided to put a SD card extender and install it at the back of my card, you know, so I don't have to keep opening the Amiga up. This way I can have multiple installs, and just like, you know, if I want another install or another hard drive in there, I just take the SD card out and put another one in and just install whatever systems I want, really, from the most basic to OS 3.9 to now 3.2. Okay, so we called boot with install 3.2 in the drive, and the ADF, as I said, is available on the CD itself. You just copy it onto your USB, or alternatively just make a floppy disk out of it and then just boot from it, and you'll get install 3.2. What you need to do is to make sure that the actual assign on storage is corresponds to your drive itself. So let's have a look at this. We need to go there and go into information, and you'll see here activate one device, SCSI the device in unit 2, right? Don't think that's mine. I think mine's unit 0. So let's try that. So you just gotta like check the unit number, which unit number it is. We'll try another unit number. Failed to mount. Okay, darn it. Okay, so I have my IDE drive, my IDE optical drive connected. It doesn't actually pick it up. Now I have no idea if it's just got the SCSI drive in mind, as in, you know, the PCMCIA one. What I'm gonna have to do now is just install 3.1 on this first. So let me just set up. I know it's this hard drive tools here, but I wanna do it from the dedicated disk. Yes, you can do it kind of like automatically if you click on this this install icon, it will just install it all. But that's the thing, you see. I want to do everything manually, like I've always done. I want to know exactly what's going on my drives, and this one's bootable, so I'm gonna call it HD0. I used to call it DH0, but this time I'm gonna call it HD0. Second one, HD1, and make it not bootable, HD. Third one, HD2. Okay, not bootable, but that will have my files on it. The middle one will have games and demos on it, like WHD load and so forth. So this. So exit that. It's gonna ask you to reboot. Okay, so we have the 3 drives here, all with colorful names. It's just so like. I don't know why Amiga does this. Anyway, so let's format each one of them. I don't know why that tickled me as much as it did. It's just weird. I'm just gonna games and demos. I don't know, just to call it games. I never know what to call these. Really diddles. I don't know what to call these. So now what I want to do in here is install 3.1 first. So basically just get the 3.1 disk, workbench disk, and just copy it across to this. And I want to install Easy IDE on there after that. So let's just install that. Disk Master 2, I'll select that. Okay, so I'm going to put Easy IDE, load that into the codec now and just restart this. And it'll keep asking for icon.library, where it wants a new one. Then just keep putting the install 3.2 disk in whenever it asks for this. An idea to copy it from the install 3.2 onto the hard drive. Put install 3.2 in here. Go to the libs. So once and for all, I'm going to copy icon library into the actual OS3.2 or the hard drive libs folder, because I know it's going to keep asking me to insert a disk which has icon.library on it. Oh. Just install every freaking thing. Right, now it should load in there without. Yay. Now then, we've put out. Okay, so I've inserted Easy IDE. We're going to install the CD-ROM drive on this hard drive now. This 3.1 installation. CD0. Is it default to 3.4? Yes, I do. Yay! The light came on. Okay, great. Now it's done, and you can see now the CD has mounted itself. And I can actually install from there. So let's click install. Start here. As you can see, it's accessing the CD now. Now it's mounted the ADF of 3.2 disk icon, and it's saying go and install that. There we go. So I have not inserted this disk in, it's done it itself via the ADF. So let's install it. CD-ROM is activated already. It's run unless you install or release it with the operating system. Okay. Yep, just install that, release 3.2, and then we'll come back and install all these afterwards. Any previous release will be replaced. Good. Do you want certain? Yes. Do you want to install glow icons? Normally I'd say yes. And if you're doing it and you want to install glow icons, just say yes over here. I want to say no right now because I just want to have a look at them and then I could just install them afterwards. Right, I nearly slipped up here, right? It's saying here, should the following files be moved into the old drawer? Now, if you move this DOS driver CD0 into the old drawer, it will no longer boot your, you will no longer mount your CD drive at startup. So just say skip to that. The startup sequence, it will just, I think what it's trying to do here is back them up. Or back the startup sequence up. Now, I'm gonna do skip this part. Many files by this system are on the release, on the early release no longer needed in release 3.2. These files may not be deleted from your system. Do you wish to be asked permission before? No, just do it. Because I was gonna do a fresh install anyway. So just delete automatically. Just deleting obsolete files. Let's hope it doesn't delete the DOS drivers anyway. Okay, so it's basically saying that it's detected that I'm running an O60. Of course, I'm running a Terrible Fire 1260 in here. So it's going to require specific libraries or else, you know, so forth. You need to install MMU-libs, which, you know, there is an option there, as you saw in the CPU libraries at the beginning. So we'll do that right after this. So what I need to do here is just reboot this and restart the installation. Hopefully the CD drive will still be there. Okay, so it's taken the CD freaking mount away. That's annoying. Let's go to disk master, which is already like, the disk is already in there. So many people use Dopus, including Rich, but I just use disk master. I don't know, just, it's what I've always used. Right, so let's have a look. DOS drivers, where are my DOS drivers? It's there though. So why is it not? Okay, has it kind of got rid of, let's do a quick reinstallation of this. I think I only need to install one part of it. Because it's a new startup sequence, it's just given, so I think it's taken all the things out of the startup sequence. So let's, yeah, some previous stuff is there. So it's just updating. Okay, done. There we go, it's back again. So it's just reinstalling the CD drivers, easy IDE, so forth. Right, so let's now continue with the installation. It's installed the main stuff, which you can see here. It's mounted the install 3.2. Let's go back into it. Yeah. Proceed. Okay, we've done that now. I want to install the CPU support libraries. Yes. Now I have a Terrible Fire card. None of these, so I'll select other. So complete to activate these libraries when reboot your Amiga. Okay. Right, so now the actual main stuff should be installed. Everything should be good, and it should boot up in your hard drive. I want to see what it looks like if I do not install glow icons. That's why, you know, because obviously, so we have this. Let's go inside here, and it's just the standard icons. So I want to install glow icons because I've seen these icons for ages. So let's go back into the CD, install, start here, which will mount that install 3.2. disk, which is here. You're going to here. Okay, so then it will say install glow icons. Now, if you press yes, it would have done it for you anyway, so it's just kind of, okay. Okay, so it's done. Now just press proceed and it'll reboot your Amiga for you. And it should reboot up with glow icons now. Oh, nice. Look at that. And a CD as well. Floppies. Okay, that looks nice. I'm impressed. I'm pretty sure these would look great if you have a display that can, like, you know, handle laced. This won't. But it's still kind of like, you know, the icons still look good, so as you can see, it's just flickering like crazy. Not bad to be honest, but it's still flickering like crazy, so let's kind of just take it back. So there you go, installing Amiga OS 3.2 with just the Amiga with a CD-ROM drive. And just like how I used to do it. Sort of like took me back, actually. Anyway, so now what I'm going to do is just install my own stuff and just customize everything. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for your likes, your shares. Do leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to check out my other videos, because I got lots of Amiga ones and lots of other videos. And do subscribe for more. For now, I'll say adios. Many thanks to all my patrons for supporting my channel, especially to those supporters of mine who deserve an extra special thank you. Rishi Carpet, Electronscape, Axel Dominator, Stephen Leary, Aaron Metcalf, Starlight Minako, and Chris Sablensky. Do see the video descriptions below to check out my patrons' websites and YouTube channels.